Number 23, Ben Weldon. Number 9, Ryan Cho. Number 4, Gus Mazza. Number 20, Jack Merrigan. Number 12, Nick Bradley. Number 19, Brendan Stone. Number 15, Sam Hanley. Number 18, Ryan Richards. Number 00, AJ Morgado. Number 1, Mike Monroe. Number 14, Josh Riley. Number 21, Joe Presnell. Number 17, Patsy Viscoli. Number 25, Tyler Gretchen. And number 40, Dominic Byron. And now for your starters. Number 22, Ryan Morneau. Number 3, Sonny Mazza. Number 2, Enzo Mazza. Number 5, Luke Mazza. Number 6, Colin Evans. Number 7, Patrick Stevens. Number 10, Amon Corona. Number 16, Jacob.
Hey, see something?
Number 11, Ryan Brunel. Number 8, Ben Biggins. And the goal for the Spartans wearing number 0, Ben Giroux. We now invite everyone to please stand as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, sung today by the East Long Meadow Chorus. Oh, say, can you see what the dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. On the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red the horns were singing. Gay crew through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Watch kind of stuff happen. Yeah.
Good afternoon and welcome to East Long Meadow High School. And this afternoon's matchup is between the Nauset Warriors and your East Longmeadow High School Spartans for this Elite 8 playoff state championship matchup. It is a pretty nice autumn day out, 48 degrees, a little bit cloudy, but great day for soccer, not a lot of wind. So conditions pretty consistent, just going to let the players play today. Mother Nature's not really going to be dictating that. So far, both teams have obviously been doing great in this tournament. East Longmeadow came off a 2-1 win against Westwood in the round of 16 game last week, and they put on a good show. They were able to move the ball pretty well, cross field, keep the defenders on their toes. I'm definitely looking for that today. Ben Giroux also had a great game against Westwood, playing aggressively at times, and I'm hoping to see that today as well. Will, did you see anything in particular last game that might have stood out to you?
Yeah, they definitely moved the ball well. They were crossing from the outside into the middle, and they were just getting open looks left and right.
Absolutely. Definitely looking for those big crosses. You've got some people that know how to get ahead on the ball inside of the 18. Colin Evans had one last week, and Dante Bates as well. I'm looking for them to continue using his large throw-ins to, hopefully create some scoring opportunities. We've already seen it twice this year. Dante Bates with that huge throw-in right inside the 6. Easy head ball for goals. So kickoff is just underway. And we will also be updating you about the Patriots score, because I know that if you're watching this on your TV instead of that game, well, we thank you for doing that. Morneau. The Warriors getting started quickly. Sending the ball upfield, and Giroux is able to scoop that one up. And he'll punt it to midfield. Looking for Karana. Karana's contested by Houghton Lawless. Ball comes back to Biggins. Biggins to Morneau. One touch out wide to Brunel. Brunel switches fields quickly to Mazza. And Colo just misses it, but he's able to get it up to Farber. Farber looking for a cross inside to Watring, but it's scooped up by Giroux. Ben Giroux. Big punt out wide to Brunel. Nice defensive play from Nauset. Pinto in the middle, working with Houghton Lawless. Moncarano with the steal. He'll chip it, finding Colin Evans. But he's contested by Schiffer. And now Luke Mazza and James Rose battled on the sideline. There wasn't a very loud indication from the referee there of the out of bounds, but ball did go out of bounds. East Longmeadow throwing. Jacob Pachetto will be taking it. To Moncarana. Carana, one touch back to Pachetto. Pachetto chips it inside. Carana gets it to Sonny Mazza, and Sonny Mazza gets a quick shot on net. Nice little one-hop save by Lemieux.
Definitely the open looks they're looking for.
Just got to keep battling in front, Use the traffic
Yep.
to your advantage. Get a couple dirty goals. They don't all have to be pretty. Ben Biggins with the throw-in on the far side, just about midfield. He'll send it into Morneau. Morneau off his head comes out to Evans. Evans will kick it back to Enzo Mazza. Mazza will clear it to the far corner, chased down by Sonny Mazza. And I believe it's going to be a goal kick for Lemieux. Davis just let that one go out. Lemieux sends it to just short of midfield. Takes a one-hop bounce to Morneau's head. And now Nauset's making their way upfield, stolen by East Longmeadow. Brunel pass inside to Mazza. Mazza's going to kick it back to his teammate, Pichetto, and Pichetto tries to chip it up. And it's headed out of bounds by Nauset. East Longmeadow throwing for Jacob Pichetto around midfield. Pichetto throws it into the middle. Sonny Mazza with it now. Tries to go out wide to Brunel. Good defensive play from Davis. And Pinto with the ball now making his way upfield. Patrick Stevens, nice job stepping up on that play. Chested down by Watring. And the ball trickles to Ben Giroux. Watring looking for Farber there towards the flag. Giroux with the punt. Just short of midfield. And the ball is kind of messing around the top of the 18. Giroux steps up, a nice aggressive play to clear that out.
Both goalies today definitely are making some great plays early on. They're really clearing it out.
Yeah, certainly going to be a battle between them, a dogfight. Ben Giroux's been solid all season, and I have yet to see Lemieux, and I don't know his stats, but clearly they're in the Elite 8 game, so he's been playing good all year. So we'll see if it's as big as a dogfight as it was last game with East Longmeadow and Westwood. Davis with the throw-in on the far side. Off of Patrick Stevens' head, right to Brunel's foot. Ball comes to the top of the 18. Amon Karana, a chip up clear. And it goes right to Colo's foot. Farber with it now. Sideline shielding Pichetto. Luke Mazza steals it. Pichetto's going to switch fields quickly to Brunel. Brunel looking for some options. Steals the ball from Hought and Lawless at midfield. And Spartans are making their way upfield. Morneau to Sonny Mazza. Mazza takes down Nauset defender. Carano with it now. Pinto on him. Drops it back to Enzo Mazza. Enzo Mazza clears it up to Brunel. Carana. Quick little touch pass out wide to Morneau. Morneau, a quick speed touch move around Davis. Ball is deflected out of bounds. East Longmeadow corner kick. 34 minutes remaining in the first half. And there's going to be a throw-in, Ryan Morneau taking it.
Quick update, the Patriots just scored again on the Browns. They're up 31-7. That game's becoming sort of a blowout in the third quarter.
Good to see there over at Gillette Stadium. Ben Biggins, a head ball to the middle. And Watring trying to get it up to one of his power attackers. Ball is going to go out of bounds off of Colin Evans or Luke Mazza. It's going to be a Nauset throw-in for Samuel Okolo. Okolo, high throw-in up to Watring. Watring and Patrick Stevens go up for the head ball. Morneau is able to clear it up over Davis's head. Sonny Mazza chasing it down. It's picked up by Colin Evans to Brunel, and Brunel trying to find Amon Karana cutting through the middle. Pass is just behind him. And now Lemieux has to come out of his safe haven and pick that one up. Sonny Mazza putting the pressure on there.
All game, it's sort of been one-sided. East Longmeadow's really putting the pressure on their defense.
Yep, good to see East Longmeadow keeping Nauset's defense on their toes, and they've definitely been in the attacking zone more so far in this first 8 minutes. And ball goes out of bounds off of Farber. Jacob Pachetto will be taking the throw in his defensive zone. Finds Colin Evans. Colin Evans with a beautiful one-touch pass to Karana. Karana switches fields to Brunel. Brunel looking for his options. Nice cut move by him to create some space. A through ball up to Luke Mazza. Mazza's chasing it down. He's getting contested by James Rose, and Rose is just going to kick that one way out of bounds. But it's going to be an East Longmeadow corner kick. So a good chance here for them.
East Longmeadow's taking advantage of Luke Mazza's speed down on the right side.
Ryan Morneau will be taking the corner. He'll send a low stinger inside the 6, and it's headed out of bounds off of an East Longmeadow player. It's going to be a Nauset goal kick. And now some subs coming in.
3 subs coming in: Joe Presnell, Dante Bates, and appears to be Mike Monroe.
And they will be replacing Ryan Brunel, Luke Mazza, and Amon Karana. Lemieux, the goal kick. Short of midfield, Presnell and Martin fighting over on the far sideline. Davis will be taking the throw in for Nauset. Morneau, nice head ball, trying to get it up to Presnell, and able to get his team the possession of the ball as it went out off of Martin. Ben Biggins with the throw-in, comes out to Dante Bates. Bates gets a little beat there. He's chasing down Patrick Pinto. Pinto, a little bit of miscommunication up top with Watchering. Dante Bates goes out wide to the sideline looking for Mike Monroe. It's behind him. Ball goes out of bounds. Nauset throwing for number 13, Samuel Colo. Ball pops to the middle. Up to Martin. Martin chasing it down. Patrick Stevens does a nice job defending. Presnell with the ball now, making his way up the far sideline. He'll send a through ball up to Sonny Mazza. Sonny Mazza's got Mike Monroe going far post, looking for him. Ball pops up back to the top of the 18. Colin Evans will try and get a shot on. Sonny Mazza chases it down, and Lemieux able to come up with a big save for Nauset. And Lemieux punts it to midfield. Ping pong match back and forth. Morneau is able to come up with it. Sends it to the corner to Mike Monroe. Monroe, a one-on-one battle with Colo on the sideline, and ball's going to go out of bounds off of Monroe. Nauset, goal kick. Once again, Will, we see East Longmeadow changing fields quickly and using the speed they have up top with Sonny Mazza, Mike Monroe, and Presnell. And so far, it's been working. They're creating opportunities, and hopefully they'll be able to bury one soon.
Yeah, that's definitely what they're going to need to do to put the ball in the back of the net, move it left to right.
Dante Bates in the middle. Ben Biggins chips it up to Presnell. Presnell with a nice quick scissors move, but it's knocked down by Davis. Goes out of bounds off of, I believe, Evans. So Davis with the throw-in. Trying to find Pinto in the middle. And it's deflected out of bounds off an East Longmeadow player. Sub coming in now.
That's
for Nauset.
Riley Meehan, number 22, subbing into the game for number 9, I believe. Number 9's Jordan Martin coming out of the game.
So Nauset with their first sub of the game. Davis, a long, low throw-in. Head ball is touched down by Pinto. Presnell attacking Pinto, and the ball trickles out of bounds. Joe Presnell with the throw-in. Finds Colin Evans. Evans doing a great job of creating some space. A beautiful cross pass to change fields to Monroe. Monroe's getting chased down by Farber. A nice overlap from Jacob Pichetto, and Monroe finds him. Ball is deflected out of bounds off of Nauset. East Longmeadow throw-in for Dante Bates. Bates in his typical throw-in situation here towards the offensive zone of East Longmeadow, going to look to put it inside the 18 and look for a head ball. And looking for Monroe, but Farber is able to head it out. And now Pinto making his way upfield, trying to send it up to Watchering. And Enzo Mazza is going to let Giroux pick that one up. Reset his team. Giroux, low stinger punt just short of midfield. Morneau, a quick touch up to Presnell. Presnell, give and go back to Morneau. And it goes off of Davis, out of bounds. East Longmeadow throwing for Ben Biggins. Biggins, a short throw into Morneau. Morneau across into the middle, and it's headed out. And now Colin Evans ends up with it and takes a far shot, low left side, and it goes left of the net and out of bounds. And Nauset goal kick for Lemieux.
Those are the type of shots they're looking for. The ones right outside the 18, have a lot of power. Eventually, they'll find the back of the net.
Perhaps look for a rebound and get a dirty goal out in front, because East Longmeadow does a great job of clogging the 6. Sonny Mazza with it now. Firing up the middle. Tries to find Mike Monroe and Colin Evans.
Wow.
And a great defensive play from number 12 of Nauset, Kalen Donovan. Able to break up the pass in the middle. And Lemieux is able to, I think, punch that one out and prevent that situation from turning out bad for Nauset. Dante Bates with a throw-in now. Morneau takes a shot on net, and it's blocked once again by Donovan. Ball pops out to Biggins. Biggins goes sideline to Presnell, but a little too much mustard on that one. It goes out of bounds. Nauset throw-in for Davis.
And again, we're seeing Sonny Mazza on that outside. He was able to beat the defender down the sideline. Get a good shot opportunity up the middle.
Great play created by Sonny Mazza. Absolutely, using his speed. Look to see a lot more from him today with that, using that speed. 24 minutes remaining in the first half. And looks like there was a penalty on the play, so a Nauset will have a free kick. That's Davis looking for Hutton Lawless. And now Farber is taken down by Pichetto. Pichetto's got some running room. He'll send it into the middle, but nobody home. Easily taken by Davis. Davis sends it up top, looking for number 7, Patrick Pinto. And Ben Giroux comes outside of his 18 to play Pinto, and then ball goes out of bounds off of, I think, him. It's going to be a Nauset throw-in for Samuel Colo. He throws it just outside the 6. Farber and Pichetto battling it out. Dante Bates tries to clear it, and it goes off of Mike Monroe. Out of bounds. Another throw-in for Colo. Colo sends it into the corner. Patrick Stevens, a head ball, comes right to Mike Monroe's foot. Monroe trying to find Colin Evans, and it's broken up by William Schiffer. Ben Giroux scoops that one up, no problem. He'll punt it to midfield. Head ball over the head of Morneau. And now Sonny Mazza and Mike Monroe chasing that one down. Definitely East Longmeadow could have had some numbers there if they were able to gain clean possession of the ball, but it was kind of kicked out by East Long Meadow, trying to get a through ball up to Sonny Mazza. Now a throw in for Colo. He goes inside to Pinto. Pinto playing up to Watchering. Watchering to the corner to number 22, Riley Meehan. Meehan can't quite chase it down. A beautiful heel touch pass from Evans to Presnell. Presnell back to Evans. East Long Meadow got some numbers. Evans across into the middle, and it's headed out of bounds by James Rose. East Long Meadow goal kick. Or excuse me, East Long Meadow corner kick. And that'll be Ryan Morneau taking it. Morneau, a low stinger. Ball comes up to the top. Ben Biggins tries to volley it on net and kicks it way left to the net, and it goes out of bounds. Nauset goal kick for Lemieux.
3 subs come in, Luke Mazza, Amon, and Ryan Brunel. Subbing in for Mike Monroe, Dante Bates, and Joe Presnell.
Presnell, Bates, and Monroe doing a great job up top, creating a couple scoring chances there for East Long Meadow. And here comes Colo with it. Sends it up to Watchering, and it's pass broken up by Morneau. Morneau to Evans. Evans shielding off Schiffer. Karana going back to Biggins. Biggins tries to get a through ball up to Mazza, and it's broken up from a Nauset defender. Morneau now, a head ball inside to Evans. Evans can't quite trap it down to his foot, but the ball does go out of bounds off of a Nauset player. East Long Meadow corner kick, 20 minutes remaining in the first half. Sonny Mazza now trying to make his way inside the 18. Patrick Stevens touches it back to Morneau. Morneau, his shot's blocked by Watchering. Enzo Mazza, a big clear. Ben Biggins trying to get a quick shot on net. Patrick Stevens and Watchering on the far sideline. Watchering is just going to slide tackle that ball out of bounds. It's going to be an East Long Meadow throw-in for Ben Biggins. Decent turnout fan-wise so far this afternoon. Hopefully some more will be trickling in. Mon Karana battling with Meehan, and Watchering getting involved. Watchering, toe poke, past Biggins, but Biggins is able to clear. Luke Mazza now, a great touch pass back to Colin Evans. Evans crosses it over to Brunel. Brunel tries to get a shot on net, and it's deflected out of bounds, I think off of Davis. And it's going to be an East Long Meadow corner kick for Ryan Brunel.
Nauset's interior defense is definitely stepping up. They're making some big plays in the middle, preventing East Long Meadow from scoring.
Brunel, a little bit of curve on that corner. Morneau battling with Hot and Lawless. And Morneau trying to get the ball into the middle. Meehan looking to clear, but it's blocked. Ben Biggins with it now. And his change of fields is blocked down. Here, Watchering with it now. Enzo Mazza, a nice job of shielding the ball, and he'll give it back to Drew. Drew out wide to Patrick Stevens. Meehan steps up on him, but Stevens' pass goes to Brunel's foot. And now a pass from Karana, I think, goes off of the ref. And they're going to give East Long Meadow a free kick, I think. Or a live ball. I forget what that's called. I haven't played soccer in a little while. Ryan Morneau looking to get a deep shot on net. Can't quite get a good foot on it. Enzo Mazza chased down by Farber. His chip up to Colin Evans. Evans looking down the sideline of Luke Mazza is able to create some space for himself. Pass back to the middle to Morneau. Morneau switches fields to Brunel. Brunel, two-touch pass to Carana. Carana out wide to Evans. Evans to Mazza. Mazza looks for his brother up top. And ball is cleared to the far sideline by William Schiffer. And Giroux, no problem there. Giroux, a sky-high punt just past midfield. Goes off of Evans' head. Mazza chasing it down. Cleared out by Donovan. And Davis with a throw in now.
Sub comes in number 9. We have Jordan Martin. Number 4 checks out of the game, which I believe is Grayson Farber.
So Farber out, replaced by Martin. And Davis with the throw in. Up top to Watring. Watring a one-on-one with Patrick Stevens. Watring a far cross over to Meehan, far post, but Meehan can't quite get his forehead on the ball. Goes off the back of his head. And out of bounds, Jacob Pichetto throwing to Morneau. Morneau clears it. Mazza and the over top defensive play from Donovan. Able to keep the ball in East Long Meadow's defensive zone. Luke Mazza on the sideline. And a nice defensive play from number 13, Samuel Colo. And here comes Hot and Lawless. Drop pass to Meehan. Meehan is taken down by Enzo Mazza. An aggressive defensive play by him. And it is going to go off of Mazza. So Nauset will have a corner kick.
Meehan's a little slow to get up after Mazza slide tackled him. Looks like he's all right now.
Nauset looking for their first corner attempt. I believe that is Martin crossing it far post, and Giroux catches it in midair, and he'll throw it up to Brunel. East Long Meadow quickly transitioning. Mazza calling for it, far corner, and Brunel gives it to him, but it's just a little short in front of where he wanted. A chip up pass to Evans. Evans working one-on-one with Rose, and Rose is just going to toe pick it out of bounds. East Long Meadow throwing for Jacob Pichetto. Pichetto is throwing, and East Long Meadow wants a handball.
This ball goes out of bounds. We have 13 minutes roughly left in the first half of the game.
Pichetto up the sideline to Mazza. Mazza Morneau, quick pass out wide to Evans. Mazza across into the middle, top of the PK mark, and Evans can't get a clean foot on it. It's cleared out. Biggins able to keep possession. A great pullback move from Brunel. Morneau gets a quick shot on net, and it goes right at the post. East Long Meadow fans loving that ball movement and a quick shot from Morneau. East Long Meadow certainly been to capitalize on quick shots this year, Will.
Yeah, I agree. Throughout the regular season, they were definitely they had some nice shots outside the 18. Hopefully, we can see more of that tonight.
They've got some big foots with Morneau and the Mazzas. Colin Evans. Morneau, a through ball looking for Luke Mazza, but Donovan's there. And blocked down by Mazza as Samuel Colo tried to clear it. off of Mazza, so Lemieux has a goal kick for Nauset.
Another quick update on the Patriots. New England scored another touchdown. Mac Jones found Hunter Henry in the end zone for a 3-yard touchdown. That game is just about over as Patriots dominate the Browns.
Score is currently 38-7 over at Gillette Stadium. Ben Biggins with the throw-in. It's headed out by Schiffer. Schiffer's able to get it up to Watring. Watring, deep shot on net. Easy save for Giroux. Giroux, high punt just past midfield. And a head ball from Evans sends it up to Morneau. Morneau looking to find Sonny Mazza. Can't quite get it through the legs of Colo. Mazza working on Donovan. And ball goes out of bounds. East Longmeadow throwing. Some subs coming in now. Number 21, Joe Presnell, Mike Monroe, and Dante Bates coming in now, replacing Luke Mazza, Amon Karan, and Ryan Brunel. So the usual three replacing the attacking three. Dante Bates, a throw-in to Monroe. And the ball is cleared out by Rose. Comes back to Stevens. Martin up to Watering. Broken up by Stevens. And Presnell working with it on the sideline. Able to find Evans. Evans, a beautiful pass to space and looking for Monroe. Cross field. Broken up by Colo. Monroe. Light touch pass back to Pachetto. Pachetto crossing it into the middle. Ben Biggins. And Dante Bates goes out wide. Joe Presnell working one-on-one with Davis. And Davis is just going to kick that one out of bounds. Ben Biggins with the throw-in. Watering. Ball stolen by Morneau, and Morneau tries to clear it up to his attackers. But Pinto steals it and sends it far corner to Davis. And Davis puts it out of bounds. East Longmeadow throwing for Ben Biggins.
Biggins definitely has the speed over on the far side. Not a lot of through balls get by him over there.
Yeah, Biggins doing a good job shutting down that left side. So
Luke Mazza subs in for Biggins.
Yep, Biggins getting an ovation as he comes off the field. Pachetto looking to split the Nauset defense. But a nice play by Colo to break that one up. Watering, a bicycle kick, a bit of a dangerous play there. Could have been a high foot call. But refs are certainly letting them play today in this Elite 8 game. It's a big, important game. They certainly don't want to be dictating the outcome of it. And Hot and Lawless plays up to Watering. Watering one-on-one with Stevens. Watering gets a shot on net.
Wow.
Past Giroux. A low dribbler on the ground. And Nauset scores. And they are up 1-0. Unfortunate there. A fast break from Nauset. Hot and Lawless up to Watering, and Watering essentially just used his body to get around Patrick Stevens. Muscle on muscle, was able to win the battle there. Drew was a little far out of the net. And
that's a great play by the offense too, to get by the middle defender and put that back corner of the net with 8 minutes left in the first half. So
East Longmeadow looking to tie this one up before they go into halftime. Monroe, a self pass around Colo, but Colo chases it down, chased back down by Monroe. And Monroe
Scoring for Nauset,
looking
number
for
18,
inside, but
Meehan Watching,
it's broken up.
with an assist by number 10,
Farber with it now.
Lawless.
Sends it up to Houghton and Lawless, and Stevens will head it back to Giroux. So once again, that fast break by Nauset, and they were able to kind of catch East Long Meadow's defense off guard a little bit. And it doesn't always have to be that really powerful, really hard shot. Watching just gave a nice kind of a soft touch, but it was placed perfectly. And Giroux, being a little bit far out of the net, playing aggressively like he normally does. And unfortunately, that one was just out of his reach.
Placement's definitely an important factor in scoring the ball. We've seen, looks like there's a player down on the field. Looks like number 9, Jordan Martin. Number 3, pardon me, Owen White.
He is down on the ground and getting checked out by the Nauset trainer right now. I didn't really see what happened, but
looks like he's holding that right leg.
Yeah, right or left leg. Looks like it's the left leg. And Enzo Mazza, some good sportsmanship from him there, helping White to get off the field. And White is replaced by number 11, Lachlan Farber. So we got another Farber on the field. Probably brothers. They look, oh my God, or they might be twins because they look very similar. Got a lot of brothers on the field, especially on East Long Meadow. Got the Mazza, 3 Mazza boys on the field. Well, not currently on the field, but on the team. And then we have Luke Mazza as well, but I don't believe he is related. And a free kick for Nauset. Goes up top of the 18, Houghton Lawless. Contested by Enzo Mazza. And Luke Mazza puts the ball off of Farber. It's going to be an East Long Meadow throw-in. Luke Mazza taking it. Puts it inside to Morneau off his head. Dante Bates kicks it off of a Nauset player, goes out of bounds. Sub coming in now for East Long Meadow. Number 8, Ben Biggins, will be replacing number 5, Luke Mazza, on that far defensive back side. So Biggins will be taking the throw-in now. Six minutes remaining on the game clock. Nauset up 1-0. And Evans takes a weird landing as he went up in the air and slow to get up.
Yeah, he's definitely limping back there. He goes down.
Watching. Tries to get a shot on net. Dante Bates with the head ball. Comes up to Morneau. Morneau looking for the overlapping Enzo Mazza. Pachetto, a head ball directly to Watching. Watching a chip up to Farber. Farber across inside and cleared out by Pachetto towards the near sideline. And Colo tries to let it go out, but Mazza's not taking that. And attacks Colo and wins that battle. Mazza. Monroe. Presnell racing up the far sideline. Tries to beat Davis and forces Davis to go out of bounds on the goal line. So it's going to be a Spartans corner kick.
Burnell checks in for Evans, who still looks like he's holding that right leg. He's favoring it for sure.
Hopefully Evans will be checked out over on the sideline and get him back into the game quickly. Presnell will be taking the corner as East Long Meadow sets up. Presnell across to the top of the PK mark. Enzo Mazza gets a head ball on it. And Sonny Mazza tries to get his foot on it. Head ball just a little short. And then Sonny Mazza tried to finish it off, but it goes out of bounds. Wasn't able to get a clean foot on it. So Lemieux will have a goal kick. Lemieux to midfield. Goes off of Houghton Lawless. Back to Colo. Farber, a head ball to Houghton Lawless. Houghton Lawless, a nice cut move outside. He's contested by Enzo Mazza. Mazza wins the battle. And we'll give it inside to Morneau. Morneau, a heel touch pass to Brunel. Brunel out wide to Presnell. Presnell looking for Sonny Mazza. Can't find him. Morneau to Dante Bates. Bates to Brunel. Looking out wide for Monroe, but Colo breaks it up. Watchring alone up top. Sends a through ball to the far flag. And Pichetto's going to let Giroux take it. 3:10 remaining in the first half. Colo. Head ball match at midfield. And Watchring gets past Stevens. Watchring looking for a shot on net. And he buries it. Nathan Watchring. His second goal of the afternoon. Nauset's up 2-0.
Just a great open look by Watchring. Put that one right underneath the goalie. Not a very shaveable shot, in my opinion.
Yeah, not much Giroux can do there. Once again, Watchring one-on-one with Patrick Stevens. And Stevens got beat. And the ball ends up in the back of the net. So just under 3 minutes remaining. Morneau sends a far ball up to right to Lemieux. Lemieux, easy save for him.
Scoring for Nauset,
Lemieux, a high punt just past midfield.
William Schiffer.
Brunel. Colo clears it back to midfield, looking for Houghton Lawless. Watchring. Houghton Lawless. Monroe. Touch pass back to Pichetto. Pichetto, a clear up to Sonny Mazza. Mazza can't do much with it. And Pichetto looking for Enzo Mazza. Enzo Mazza taking it now. And Mazza getting chased down by Farber. And broken up by Schiffer. And Watchring now. Pull back, move inside, and Morneau gets his shoulder ripped at midfield by Watchring. Watchring just completely grabbed Morneau's shoulder and just ripped it back.
I'm surprised that wasn't a card. But
Yeah, unnecessary play from Watchring. Ben Biggins to Morneau. Morneau up to Sonny Mazza. And Mazza's taken out from behind by Donovan. 2 minutes, under 2 minutes remaining now. Sonny Mazza will have a free kick 10 yards out from the 18. And we do no longer have the clock running on the scoreboard, so we do not know the exact time remaining in the first half. That time will be taken care of by the referees on the field. Sonny Mazza, a free kick, puts it on net, and Lemieux comes up with a big save. Lemieux taking his sweet old time, running out the clock. A high punt to midfield off of Farber. Watching and Stevens again, one-on-one. Stevens touches it out wide, stolen by Farber. Farber crossed into the middle, and it goes out of bounds. East Longmeadow needs to ensure that they keep their composure here. They can't get in each other's heads or start yelling at each other like they did in the Western Mass game. That's only going to hurt them.
The last thing they need within the last few minutes of the half is another goal. So hopefully they can clear the ball, maybe even get a goal themselves. And actually they score the ball again, the third of the half.
Nauset up 3-0 across from Farber, and I think that was Watching again. His third of the day, a hat trick for him. Nauset High School up 3-0 just before the end of the first half. Ben Giroux once again can't do anything about that one. And East Longmeadow getting frustrated with each other, but they got to try and stay away from that. As much as those emotions arise, they got to keep their composure and try to score 3 in the second half. And
hopefully before the second half, the coaches can talk to them, maybe get them to bring their energy back up.
Absolutely, East Longmeadow needs a boost. They need a goal to spark the momentum and get the energy going. So that'll do it for the first half. Nauset High School up 3-0 over East Longmeadow. And so far from what we've seen in the first half, 3 goals from Nathan Watchring, number 18 of Nauset. He's got a hat trick so far in the first half, but he's just been able, really the goals haven't been pretty, but he's been able to just muscle his way past the defense and just get a pass shot thing, just the ball on net. And Drew, can't really do much in a one-on-one situation, especially that close to the net. And
yeah, I agree, Brady. If they put the ball on net, they're gonna fall. And Nauset's just putting shots on net left and right. So they go down 3 at the end of the half.
But East Longmeadow has had their opportunities, but they have yet to get a clean shot on net or a clean head, something. They have yet to get a clean one on net. There's always a Nauset player kind of breaking up the play. Nauset's defense is doing a good job of stepping up because East Longmeadow certainly has a lot of speed up top, and Nauset defenders are doing a great job at stepping up into the play, especially number 12, Kaylin Donovan, doing a great job at the middle, clearing the ball out, and certainly has saved some opportunities from occurring for East Longmeadow. But, 3 goals, it's not, it's not the end of the world. It's not, it's doable in the second half. There's a lot of time. 40 minutes is a lot of time. And East Longmeadow has a very solid defense. So I'm excited for the second half. Hopefully East Longmeadow is too. And hopefully they can put 3 in the net. We'll see you in about 8 minutes. Brady Dobeck and Will Devoy. Welcome back to East Long Meadow High School. We are just about to start the second half. I'm Brady Dobeck alongside Will DeVoy. Nauset High School Warriors is currently up over the East Long Meadow Spartans 3-0. Nathan Watchering with 3 goals in the first half. He has a hat trick for himself. And Nauset starting with possession. And Farber chasing the ball in the corner. It's headed out of bounds by Pachetto. Nauset with the throw-in.
The third Nauset goal was scored by number 18, Nathan Waitron, assisted by number 11, Lachlan Farber.
So a throw-in now for Coelho, excuse me. Coelho throws it just around the 6, and it's headed up, and Giroux scoops it up, punts it out to Brunel. Off of Brunel's chest, Evans finds Morneau. Evans back to Morneau. Morneau to Mazza. Mazza one-touch pass to Stevens. Stevens goes out wide for Luke Mazza and Coelho. And Mazza attack it, and ref signaling that it went out off of Mazza. So Coelho with the throw-in now. And Nauset's certainly not going to be in any sort of rush during the second half. You know, they're just trying to kind of walk through and hopefully just go home back to Cape Cod with a win. But maybe East Long Meadow can use that to their advantage. You know, maybe Nauset thinks right now 3-0 game. They're in East Long Meadow's heads. They're just going to be able to go through the motions. But, you know, they certainly, East Long Meadow needs to get something going. A goal would certainly spark a fire underneath them. And
Nauset, if I'm Nauset here, I'm just playing defense to my best ability. I'm not focusing on offense. I'm just focusing on defense.
Yep.
Like, all it takes is 1 goal for East Long Meadow to gain back their momentum, and that's just not what Nauset's looking for.
And Mr. Freeman with the nice wave certainly put a smile on my face. And Coelho with the throw-in. Ball pops out. Farber chasing it down. Stevens up to midfield. Davis and Brunel head ball back and forth. Brunel. Biggins lets it go by him, and Stevens puts it up the sideline to Morneau. And it goes out of bounds off of Davis. Off of Morneau. Davis with the throw-in. Patrick Stevens and Watchering going at it again. Watchering able to get it over Stevens' head, and Houghton Lawless tries to get across. Can't quite turn his hips around it. And kicks it out of bounds. Ben Giroux will have a goal kick. Giroux. Line drive to midfield. It's headed down by Pinto. Brunel to midfield. Looking for Evans, and ball is heavily cleared out by Rose. Out of bounds off of that clear. Jacob Pachetto with the throw-in on the far side. To Morneau. Morneau can't quite get a clean pass off. Stevens, a drop pass looking for Mazza. And Farber is able to come up with a steal, and Mazza with a beautiful spin pullback move up to Morneau, and can't quite get it over the head of Davis. Great defensive breakup by Davis to prevent the through ball. Luke Mazza with it now on the far sideline. Morneau. Amon Carano with some running room. Brunel Brunel inside to Morneau. Goes past Morneau. Luke Mazza able to keep it in bounds, and Davis is there to clean up the junk. And ball kicks back out to Biggins. Biggins goes far side. Colin Evans will get a light shot on net, and Lemieux is going to let it go out of bounds. But it went off of a Nauset player, so it is going to be an East Longmeadow corner kick for Ryan Brunel.
East Longmeadow's had multiple corner kicks this game. They haven't been able to capitalize yet, but hopefully they'll be able to convert a couple of those and turn them into a goal, hopefully gain some momentum back.
Enzo Mazza pops it up to Evans. Morneau now, chased down by Farber. Morneau is going to put it in towards the flag to Brunel. Brunel one-on-one with Davis. And ball goes off of Brunel. Davis with the throw-in now. Davis right to Morneau's head. Kicks out to Moncarana. Carana gets a shot on net. And Lemieux easily is able to save that one, pulls it into his chest. But a good shot from Carana, had an open look and just took it. Farber knees it down right to Evans. Evans chases him down. Farber's able to regain possession, but it's clear is blocked. Enzo Mazza back to Patrick Stevens. Stevens switches fields to Brunel. Brunel can't quite knock the ball down, and it goes out of bounds from Stevens. Davis with the throw-in. 34 minutes remaining in the second half. And Pinto chips it up to Watring. Stevens. And Watring takes down Stevens. It's going to be a free kick for East Longmeadow in their own defensive zone. Mazza is just going to kick it over to Giroux. Giroux looking to send it up, and he does so. Enzo Mazza, a volley. And that pass is broken up and cleared out by James Rose. Colin Evans trying to switch fields and is blocked down by Schiffer. Nauset doing a phenomenal job, especially their defense, holding that defensive line. East Longmeadow having a very tough time breaking that line and creating an offensive scoring opportunity so far in this second half. Enzo Mazza lets the ball go out of bounds, and a quick throw in over to Stevens. Stevens has got plenty of room. Farber touches it back to Donovan. Donovan with the clear. Pichetto steps up and runs into Farber. Hot and Lawless, a drop pass back to Pinto. Pinto sends it up the sideline. Farber and Biggins chasing after it and goes out of bounds. Biggins with the throw-in. Biggins to Carana. Evans, a one-touch out wide, but it's picked up by Farber. Farber making his way. And he is shut down by Pichetto and Mazza, but a little too much extra contact for the referee, and he blows his whistle. Nauset will have a free kick.
Got lucky. That's right outside the 18. They're lucky that wasn't a penalty kick. That could have expanded Nauset's lead over East Longmeadow.
East Longmeadow forming a wall. Giroux directing traffic. And a shot from number 5, William Schiffer. And he sends it left of the net. East Longmeadow goal kick for Ben Giroux. East Long Meadow student section being pretty quiet so far today. Certainly need some energy. If the soccer team can't supply it for themselves, they need to get it from somewhere else. Hopefully this crowd will be able to get fired up soon.
Number 22 will check into the game, Riley Meehan, as well as Ben Weldon for East Long Meadow.
So Meehan for Nauset back into the game. And Weldon making his first appearance for East Long Meadow. Weldon steps up, chips it up to Morneau. Great defensive play from Donovan. And Biggin steps up on Meehan, punches that thing out of bounds. Nauset throwing, Davis taking his sweet old time. And a quick throw in, eventually up to Watering. Weldon shuts him down. Enzo Mazza. Watering and Weldon now. Weldon shielding off, Watering. A chip way over the crossbar from Watering. And the ref and Weldon are exchanging some words, not sure what that's all about. Drew will have a goal kick. Drew sends it to midfield. Off a Houghton and Lawless's head. Sonny Mazza. 2 head balls in a row. And some extra contact from a Nauset player. East Long Meadow will have a free kick. Enzo Mazza, a quick touch out to Ben Biggins. Ben Biggins sends a through ball into the middle. East Long Meadow trying to get a clean foot on it. Carana and Coelho. Luke Mazza trying to make his way to the middle. Can't quite get there. Chased back down by Enzo Mazza. Mazza's able to regain possession. And he'll send another through ball inside. Brunel gets a shot on net. And Ryan Morneau with the rebound, and he buries it. East Long Meadow goal for number 22, Ryan Morneau, with 28-27 remaining on the game clock. East Long Meadow has got their first of the afternoon and are now down to two goals. So Nauset is still up 3-1, but that is the momentum and the energy that East Long Meadow needed to continue this second half and hopefully put 2 more in the back of the net. A huge goal early in the second half for East Long Meadow.
Yeah, they were definitely putting the pressure on. I could feel that there was going to be a goal there because, you know, they were just moving the ball in and out of the 18. Just they had open looks.
So far, East Long Meadow has been dominating offensively in this second half. And hopefully they'll be able to put some more in the back of the net. Watering, battling with Weldon. Weldon doing a great job of shielding him off. Once again, it was just kind of a dirty goal in front of the net, a rebound. And Morneau's right there, back door, and just buries it, no problem. Watering, chased down by Stevens. Stevens, a great job defensively. Prevent Watering from making his way into the zone. Coelho. Throwing off of someone's head. Ends up in Drew's hands. Hopefully East Long Meadow can bury another quick one. Really start to put the pressure on Nauset. Biggins. Pass out wide to Presnell. Presnell doing a great job keeping that ball inside. Morneau sends a through ball up to Sonny Mazza. Mazza's able to beat Rose. Mazza sends a cross. Can't quite get his hips around. Sends it over the crossbar, but another great drive there from Mazza. Some good ball movement from Presnell, Morneau, and Mazza, and an opportunity. Mazza was able to beat Rose. Watering and Weldon. Watering's able to beat Weldon. Sends a chip pass up to Farber. And it's ran down by Stevens. Stevens able to gain control. Send it up to Mike Monroe. Monroe, a nice touch pass inside to Enzo Mazza. Enzo Mazza creating some space for himself. Back to Stevens. Stevens goes cross field to Biggins. And that pass from Biggins to Morneau is broken up by Houghton Lawless. But Biggins chases it down. Sideline to Presnell. Presnell making his way up the sideline. He's got some numbers, sends it inside to Colin Evans. And Colin Evans is just pushed right in the back by Donovan. Throw in for Dante Bates. Bates. Ball comes back to Meehan. Watering. Off of his foot, ends right on Mazza's foot. Mazza plays it out wide to Patrick Stevens. Stevens into the middle, trying to find Morneau, and it's cleared out by Nauset. Out of bounds, Patrick Stevens with a throw-in just short of midfield. Enzo Mazza now. Dante Bates, Morneau, Meehan, and he just touches it out of bounds. Biggins with the throw-in. Right to Enzo Mazza. Houghton Lawless can't get Mazza. And a clear from Davis goes off the outside of his foot. Out of bounds off of Meehan. East Longmeadow throw-in for Ben Biggins. Just under 25 minutes remaining in the second half. Biggins tries to switch his fields. And Meehan's able to pick up the ball. Watering chasing down Weldon. And Weldon touches it out of bounds. Nauset throw-in.
Number 9, Jordan Martin will check into the game for his usual sub, number 22, Meehan.
So we now have Martin back into the game. Davis will be taking the throw-in for Nauset. Davis. Watering. Goes over his head. And a nice little early Christmas present for Ben Giroux. Giroux, a far punt. Trying to find Sonny Mazza. Comes back to Dante Bates. To Biggins. Biggins up the sideline. And a little too much on it. Out of bounds. Looking for Presnell and Morneau.
Number 11 checks into the game. Lachlan Farber for number 4, Grayson Farber. I think that's brother to brother.
So the Farbers changing out. Morneau. Dante Bates chasing down Pinto. Pinto able to get it up to Watering. Watering one-on-one with Giroux. And he gets a shot on net, and it goes just wide of the post.
That's a great play by the goalie, Ben Giroux, putting the pressure on, forcing a bad shot by Nauset.
And we've seen that a lot. Giroux likes to play very aggressively and oftentimes comes out of his net. And a great job there by him, putting the pressure on Watering and prevents that goal. But a corner kick for Nauset now. Farber gets a clean head ball on net. Right to Giroux. Giroux, a short punt. Evans and Farber on the far side. Working with Mazza. Mazza to the middle. Morneau. Morneau, a touch pass. Trying to get around Davis. Throw in for Mazza. Biggins. Switches fields inside to Colin Evans. Evans trying to get a shot on net. And it's blocked.
Wow.
By Lemieux. Unbelievable save. Weldon.
You know, Brady, that almost looked like it was in the net.
I honestly, I thought it was in the net.
If only there was a goal line cam on the goal.
I mean, that was very close. It was just kind of skating across the goal line.
Looks like the referees are
Evans thought it was in the net and kind of started to celebrate almost. And East Long Meadow crowd getting into it. They want a goal. It was on, literally grazing the goal line. And they're going to say it's no goal.
Hey, let's go, play on!
But another great opportunity for East Long Meadow. Just short of the goal. Davis plays up top to Biggins. Goes right to Pinto. Enzo Mazza with it now. Chips it inside. Blocked down by Schiffer. Touch inside to Sonny Mazza. Mazza, a shot, and he scores! Sonny Mazza! East Long Meadow cuts the lead to 1 goal with 21:11 remaining.
Unbelievable placement there.
Sonny Mazza able to regain possession of the ball, touch it down to his foot, and bury it far side. Nauset's up 3-2, but East Long Meadow cuts the lead down from 3-0 to 3-2, down by 1 goal now. A huge goal from Sonny Mazza. And we've seen that a lot this year. Mazza doing a great job of just ball control. He's able to get the ball from a bouncing ball to on his feet and get a clean foot on it. A great goal. And this half ain't even half over. We've got 21:11 remaining. Sonny Mazza. And we have got a game now. East Long Meadow has the energy they need. They're looking to tie this one up.
They're just getting so many open looks down inside the 6. They were able to convert that one, so now they have the momentum. It's a 1-goal game.
East Long Meadow has been dominating offensively, and one was bound to go in eventually. And they're going to credit the assist to Colin Evans.
It's definitely an impressive cross. Was able to hit Sonny right in the chest where he could trap it and put it far side.
And Watring plays it back to Schiffer. Schiffer sends it way up to Farber. It's headed out by Stevens. Out of bounds off of Coelho. Stevens with the throw-in. Mazza heads it, Collins. And now Mazza tries to get a touch pass inside, chased down by Luke Mazza. And Lemieux comes out of his net and is able to clear it out. Could have been a very dangerous play there. Watring tries to get around Weldon and has some words for Weldon. Weldon not taking any of that. And a free kick for East Long Meadow. Enzo Mazza. Enzo will quickly play it out wide to Patrick Stevens. Stevens, a pullback touch move. Inside to Colin Evans. Evans tries to chip it up and over, but Houghton Lawless with a phenomenal defensive play to head that ball out of bounds. And ball goes off of Luke Mazza. Nauset throwing. We officially hit the halfway point of the second half. 20 minutes remaining. And we do have the final for the Patriots score. They won 45-7 today over the Cleveland Browns. Brunel, a head ball inside the 18. Mazza able to keep it in. And Morneau, defending Schiffer, touches it back. Excuse me. Pinto. And Giroux comes way out of his net, sends it way up to his forwards and forces Nauset to kick the ball out of bounds. What an aggressive play from Ben Giroux. Phenomenal work from him back there. Keeping the ball up top with his forwards. Great job. Mazza across, far post, nobody home. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Nauset.
Number
Move.
4, Grayson Farber will check into the game for number 9, Jordan Martin.
And 18:22 remaining. 3-2 score. Nauset leading. Luke Mazza. Touchback back from Morneau. Mazza. Biggins. Ball bouncing inside the 18, and Coelho is just going to clear that one. Enzo Mazza. Colin Evans. Back to Mazza. Mazza, a chip pass towards the middle. And blocked down by Rose. A whistle on the play. And Nauset will have a free kick just around midfield. And Rose will be taking the kick. Rose sends it towards the corner. Biggins looking to shield that ball from Farber and does so. Great job by Biggins. Giroux will have a goal kick now. And Watring has a lot of room. Stevens defending him. And just kind of lets him play in the middle. Ball goes out to Farber, and Farber gets a shot on net. But it goes left and high. Out of bounds. Ben Giroux with the goal kick. Giroux to midfield off of Mazza, Enzo Mazza's head. And popped back out to Rose. Rose is going to clear. And out of bounds, Ben Biggins with the throw in for East Longmeadow. Biggins. Davis clears it again. Watring chasing down Weldon. Weldon will head it back to Giroux. Giroux scoops it up and punts it past half field. Evans trying to find Mazza, and Nauset is forced to clear it out half field. And a sub coming in now for East Longmeadow, number 16, Jacob Pichetto, replacing number 8, Ben Biggins. Patrick Stevens will be taking the throw-in on the far sideline. Stevens finds Luke Mazza. Mazza, self-pass touch over Coelho. Coelho being a little bit grabby with the hands. Kind of holding back Mazza a little bit there. No call. Ball comes back to Morneau. Morneau with a shot on net, and it goes left. Way wide.
They're continuing to get the shot opportunities they want. Eventually they'll fall. Hopefully break this game even.
timeout, or just referee timeout. They want the other ball out of the net. So Lemieux with a goal kick. Lemieux to half. Enzo Mazza to Brunel. And Donovan steps up and clears it back to half field. Weldon gets a head ball on it, comes right to Farber. Jacob Pichetto steps up, switches fields out wide to Luke Mazza, and Coelho steps up. And now Patrick Stevens with possession. Send it towards the sideline. Brunel traps it with his chest around Davis, but it goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it went off of Davis. East Longmeadow throwing Jacob Pichetto. Pichetto to Mazza. Mazza with a beautiful move. And they're going to say the ball was out of bounds off of Nauset, or excuse me, a free kick. A little extra kicking in the shins. Enzo Mazza will have a free kick now. East Longmeadow lining up on the far side. Mazza shot inside the 6. Lemieux going sky high into the crowd, able to come up with it. Lemieux with the punt. Brunel can't quite trap it out of bounds off of East Longmeadow. Nauset throwing. And little kids are getting yelled at by the East Longmeadow fans to get the ball into play. Davis with the throw-in, headed down by Morneau to Carana at midfield. Carana to Luke Mazza, and Coelho steps up and clears it and takes down Mazza with him. Coelho doing a great job tonight, shutting down that left side, stepping up oftentimes, clearing that ball, preventing East Longmeadow from entering the danger zone. Patrick Stevens throwing at midfield to Luke Mazza. Mazza's able to head it over Coelho. Ball scooped up. Farber. It's knocked out of bounds by Stevens around midfield. Nauset will be taking the throw. Coelho. Coelho directly to Weldon's head. Weldon heads it up to Mazza. Colin Evans drops back to help out. Gets a pass inside to Brunel. Brunel back to Pichetto. Pichetto looking for his options. Sends it towards the middle to Enzo Mazza. Mazza's able to shield off Farber. Goes out wide to Stevens. Stevens with a nice cut move towards the inside. He's got some running room. And lasers it off of Brunel, but a perfect play there. Ends up on Carana's foot. A beautiful slide tackle from Coelho to take the ball from Mazza, and Coelho hits the ball out of bounds.
Number 1, Mike Monroe, and number 13, Dante Bates, check into the game for Carana and Mazza over on the right side.
So a throw in now for Dante Bates. Bates chucks it in side of the 18, and it's cleared out. Enzo Mazza chasing it down. Brunel with it now, a chip pass up towards the corner flag. Evans chasing it down. Can't quite keep it in. It's going to be a goal kick for Nauset. Lemieux will be taking it. .10:30 remaining in regulation. Lemieux and they're literally just wasting time as of right now. And Lemieux will not be taking it. It'll be William Schiffer. Schiffer, a sky-high ball to midfield. Morneau heads it down. Brunel. And a whistle on the play. Enzo Mazza with the free kick. 10 minutes remaining. 3-2 Nauset. Mazza inside of the 6, looking for a head ball. And just the bounce just misses the top right part of the net.
East Longmeadow continues to create opportunities down low for the offense to tie this game up.
East Longmeadow just got to continue pounding in front of the net. Hopefully they'll be able to get another dirty goal. Dante Bates chasing it down. Pichetto as well. Can't quite keep it in. Davis procrastinating. And he'll throw it in. Right to Pichetto. Pichetto clears it up to Evans. And Evans is taken out from behind over the top by William Schiffer, and they're going to book him for that. Enzo Mazza will be taking the kick. And he'll send it far post. Looking for a head ball. Ball comes back to Monroe. And a shot from Brunel is blocked. Another shot from Morneau. And it goes off of Lemieux. It's going to be an East Longmeadow corner kick.
And you can just feel the momentum shifting toward East Longmeadow as they continue to rip shots on net.
Sonny Mazza, low cross. And now Watring, chased down by Morneau. Morneau, touch pass to Weldon. Weldon out wide. Pichetto kind of rolls over the ball there. Good thing nothing, no further could have been bad there. Possibly a rolled ankle. Weldon fighting with Houghton Wallace. A slide tackle out by Bates. And a whistle on the play. It's going to be a free kick. Bates nursing, looks to be his right leg, but he's going to jog it off. Enzo Mazza now with a free kick from half field. Mazza, a big boot. Looking for a head. Comes back outside to Ryan Brunel, and he just misses the net.
Those free kicks over on the left side, over to the right side, are creating many opportunities for East Longmeadow offense to put the ball into the back of the net.
Brunel just missing there, was able to get a good foot on it, but couldn't quite place it. Morneau heads it to Monroe. Mazza. It's cleared up by Evans. Evans able to get a head ball on it. Brunel tries to get a volley, comes back out to Brunel. A shot! And Lemieux makes an unbelievable save. Mazza got a clean shot off, and Lemieux with a beautiful save to keep this game 3-2. 6:30 remaining, a corner kick. Far post. Monroe battling with Houghton Lawson. Martin, a head ball from Morneau goes out of bounds. Goal kick for Lemieux. 6 minutes remaining. Lemieux. Dante Bates heads it down to Morneau. Morneau goes out wide to Brunel, taken by Davis. And Rose is going to clear that one out. Dante Bates will be taking the throw in. And East Longmeadow getting on their feet. Dante Bates throws it inside and cleared out. No problem for Pinto. kept in by Weldon. Now Monroe with it in the corner. Can't do much with it there. Stevens touch it back to Brunel. Brunel to Mazza. Mazza gets a shot on net, and it goes right of the net.
Number 11, Lachlan Farber checks into the game for number 9, Jordan Martin.
The final 5 minutes will be kept on the field. The final 5 minutes.
The hot table final 5. And we no longer have time on the clock with the remaining 5 minutes. Mike Monroe with the ball now, crossing it. Inside!
Scores!
To
Wow.
Colin Evans! And East Long Meadow has tied this game 3-3. Colin Evans from across from Michael Monroe. East Long Meadow scores! And this game is tied! Unbelievable comeback!
What a play.
Unreal! And I am fired up right now.
Coming back from a 3-goal deficit is East Long Meadow scoring the third with just under 5 minutes to go in the game.
A great play by Michael Monroe. Firing up the sideline and a beautiful cross inside to Colin Evans. And Colin Evans buries it with just about 5 minutes remaining, 3-3. East Long Meadow has come back down 3-0 at the start of the second half. And they have come back. So like I said earlier, I do not know the time remaining. I can give an estimate. Probably about 4.5 minutes remaining. And Donovan clears it up to Watring. Popped out by Enzo Mazza. Mike Monroe with it on the sideline. Monroe sends it up to the flag. Looking for Evans and forces number 2, James Rose, to go out of bounds with it. Throw in now for Dante Bates. And this East Long Meadow crowd is loving it. Bates.
I'm honestly not surprised with that comeback. You know, the East Long Meadow Spartans have been unbelievable coming back this season, as we saw last game in the Ludlow game. Excuse me, not the Ludlow game, the Westwood game.
East Long Meadow certainly making an adjustment from the Ludlow game to the state tournament. And Lemieux taking the goal kick. Chips it up just about midfield. Pichetto. Mazza comes out to Hart and Lawless.
Crowd looks upset as a penalty is on the field, and the free kick is now being taken by number 2, James Rose.
And Evans, far sideline, taken down by Coelho. And my estimate would be just about 2.5 minutes remaining in regulation. Mazza sends it up. Weldon. Nauset making their way quickly upfield. Watring with it now. And Pichetto tries to clear and does so. Coelho with the throw-in up to Farber. Farber tries to get across, and it goes out of bounds. Goal kick for Giroux. About an estimate, about a minute and a half remaining. Drew's goal kick to midfield. Dante Bates with it now. He'll send it sideline to Brunel. Brunel, a touch pass to Evans as Schiffer tries to clear. Blocked down by Evans. Evans chases him down. Dante Bates with it now. Chip pass up to Sonny Mazza. Sonny Mazza's in a foot race. Gets a shot on net. And Lemieux, a rebound. And ball kicks back out to Brunel. Brunel crosses inside. And it's cleared out. Another shot from Mornogo sailing over the crossbar. What a rush there from East Longmeadow. That rush got my blood rushing. And Lemieux comes up with a huge save there and now has a goal kick. He'll put it short of midfield. Watchering head ball. Pachetto tries to clear Farber. And Dante Bates battling. Bates sends it up. And Schiffer steps up. Morneau now to Sonny Mazza and Coelho. Able to clear it back. And that'll do it for regulation.
Wow.
East Longmeadow has tied this game from going down 3-0 starting the second half. And this game is tied up 3-3. And we will be going in to, I believe, I'm going to check just to make sure. I'm not sure how the state tournament rules are. So give me a minute. I'm going to check to, I believe it is an overtime. I'm just not sure exactly.
I believe it's 2 overtimes with 10 minutes and then a shootout.
Yeah, so I'm just not sure if it's a golden goal or if they're playing like another 10 minutes.
Yeah, so if you score, I believe you win.
I'm going to say it's golden goal. That would be my guess. Person who puts it in the net, that team's going to win. So we'll have 2 10-minute golden goal overtimes. And if we go past that, we will end up with a shootout. So, wow, do we have a barn burner right now?
From the minute that half started, you could just tell the Spartans wanted it more.
I mean, absolutely dominating offensively. And they were able to finally put a couple in. So both teams getting together, captains are meeting for this overtime. And we will be kicking off in just about 4 minutes. We'll be back with you shortly. And welcome back to East Longmeadow High School. And we are entering golden goal overtime of this Elite 8 matchup for the state tournament between the Nauset High School Warriors and your East Longmeadow High School Spartans. East Longmeadow has come back from a 3-0 deficit at the start of the second half, tying it up. And we are now entering golden goal overtime. Colin Evans, East Long Meadow making their way upfield quickly. Evans goes out wide to Brunel. Brunel tries to chip it to Evans. Ball comes up to Watering. Watering, a 1-on-3. Able to get it to Farber. Farber cross field to Meehan. Meehan gets a shot off, but it goes way wide of the net. And Ben Giroux will be taking the goal kick. Giroux sends it to half field. And Watering. Dante Bates, hot and lawless, blocks it down. Morneau sends a through ball, and Coelho with a great job of getting ahead on that, preventing the through ball. Patrick Stevens trapped down by Enzo Mazza. The ball pops up to Nauset defensive line. Great slide tackle play from Schiffer. And Dante Bates sends a through ball off of Evans. And it kicks back out to Sonny Mazza. Mazza, a chip up to Brunel. Brunel, head ball inside. Colin Evans, a shot, and it goes just wide of the net. A great play from Brunel, Mazza, and Evans able to get a shot off. Goes just left of the net.
They've been working together all night, getting open looks.
Dante Bates takes it off of Lemieux's goal kick. Colin Evans looking for options, sends it into the middle to Sonny Mazza. Mazza, a 1-on-3. Ball kicks back out to Ryan Morneau, and he rips a shot on net right at Lemieux. Great save. Able to catch it. And punts it just over midfield. Morneau blocks it over to Bates. Morneau back to Bates. Brunel trying to find Evans. And Schiffer clears it back to Pachetto. Pachetto knocks it down and sends a through ball towards the corner, forcing Davis to go out of bounds. And Dante Bates with the throw-in now. 7 minutes remaining in the first golden goal overtime. Dante Bates, a throw-in, and it's headed out by Farber. Comes right back out to Mazza. Mazza gets a shot on net, and it goes way over the crossbar.
The pressure they're keeping on this Nauset defense is looking really good. Putting shots on.
Keeping Nauset certainly on their toes. Lemieux, goal kick. Right to Morneau's head, and Brunel and Farber battle over on the far sideline. Farber kicks the ball out of bounds. Jacob Pachetto will be taking the throw-in for East Long Meadow. Pachetto. Right to Dante Bates. Bates tries to get a touch pass. And Morneau gets it to Enzo Mazza. Enzo Mazza sends a through ball up to his brother, Sonny Mazza. Mazza chasing it down, a cut move to himself, and can't quite regain control. And it goes out of bounds off of Mazza. Going to be a goal kick for Lemieux. .5:35 remaining. And Pinto. Ball is taken by Weldon as he stepped up on Waitering. Luke Mazza running after the ball up on the sideline. It goes out of bounds off of Mazza on Rose's clear. Coelho will be taking the throw-in now. Coelho trying to find Meehan, but it's headed out by Enzo Mazza. And possession is taken by Houghton Lawless. His clear goes right to Pichetto. And now Farber with it at midfield, back to Houghton Lawless. Houghton Lawless goes towards the flag for Farber, and Jacob Pichetto steps up and blocks Farber. Brunel comes back to help out. Colin Evans. And Patrick Stevens goes out wide to Luke Mazza. Mazza looking for his options, and he'll send it up towards Colin Evans. Ends up on Sonny Mazza's foot. Mazza able to get a shot on net. And Lemieux has to come up with the save. 4:15 remaining in the first Golden Goal overtime. And ball goes out of bounds off of East Longmeadow. Davis will be taking the throw-in for Nauset. Davis, a big throw-in. Ends up on Pichetto. And Patrick Stevens has to clear. Misses a little bit, but Weldon's able to back him up. Through ball from Schiffer, looking for Meehan in the corner. And Stevens is looking to box out Meehan, and does so. Great use of the body from Stevens, and Ben Giroux will have a goal kick for East Longmeadow. Ben Giroux, just short of midfield, off of Morneau's head. Dante Bates heads it. And now Mazza. Both Mazzas trying to get involved. Ball pops out to Pichetto. Pichetto chips it up to Brunel, but Farber steps up and heads it down. And they're going to call a penalty on East Longmeadow just around the 40. Schiffer with a shot, and it goes left of the net. But a quick, solid shot there from Schiffer.
There's been quite a few penalties just around midfield that Nauset and East Longmeadow have both been able to get some shots on net, even if they haven't converted.
Colin Evans, chip pass up to Mazza, and Donovan knocks it down, but it ends up on Mazza's foot. Evans' foot. And now Enzo Mazza plays out wide to Luke Mazza, and they're going to say it's a handball off of him as it kind of chipped up. Luke Mazza chasing down Meehan, and Meehan with the grab off of Mazza, and Davis tries to step up. Brunel and Farber battling on the far sideline. Brunel coming way, like a lot of speed with Brunel, and he able to force the ball out of bounds off of Davis, creating an opportunity for East Longmeadow, a corner kick.
Game's definitely getting a lot more physical as we approach the last 2 minutes of the first overtime.
And I believe that will be Brunel with the cross, looking for Sonny Mazza. Ball comes back out top to Morneau. Morneau inside to Colin Evans, off the crossbar. And Lemieux with a big save as he punched it out. And it went off with a crossbar and then hit the uprights. And so that is considered out of bounds. So Brunel with another attempt on the corner. Ball kicks back out to Bates. Bates plays it all the way back to Weldon. Weldon sends it back in top of the 18. Meehan plays it to Houghton Lawless. Pichetto out wide to Brunel. Brunel, a one-touch pass in the middle, looking for Mazza. Dante Bates chasing down Schiffer. Number 7, Patrick Pinto. And Mazza and Pinto go one-on-one. Mazza's able to win that battle and get a free kick for East Longmeadow. Great play from Enzo Mazza. And by estimate, I would say we have about a minute and a half remaining in overtime. Maybe a little under that. Mike Monroe and Meehan. Meehan goes over the top of Monroe. East Long Meadow wants a call, and that'll do it for the first overtime. So we will be heading into the second golden goal overtime. We are tied at 3-3. Wow, what a game it has been thus far. East Long Meadow being down 2-0 at the start of the second half, able to bury 3 goals in the second half, tying the game up and sending it into overtime. The first has passed, and the second will be beginning in about a minute and a half. Will, what are some things that have stood out to you so far throughout the entire game, both teams?
Both teams, I would say, this is sort of a defensive battle. Each team's getting open looks inside the 18. Nauset, early in the game, they were creating many shot opportunities on the fast break, but East Long Meadow later in the game was able to step up and stop the fast break.
Yeah, the defense has definitely adjusted, and they're beginning to play a tad more aggressive, and they're able to step up onto the player, denying the space that was kind of given in the beginning of the game, and have been able to kind of lock down Nauset a little bit. And East Long Meadow has also been doing a great job of offensively in the second half and in that first overtime. And so I'm really looking for that again in the second overtime. And so we have switched sides, and Nauset will be starting with possession, and kickoff has begun. Schiffer plays a bomb out wide, looking for Pinto and Farber at the far sideline. Goes out of bounds off of his kick. Patrick Stevens with the throw-in for East Long Meadow. Stevens to midfield. It's headed out by Coelho. And now Carana heads it over to Morneau. Morneau, a chip pass up to Brunel. Brunel can't quite keep it in bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Davis. Davis analyzing his options. Trying to find Pinto. Goes right to Morneau and then to Carana. Out wide, Stevens finds Monroe. Mike Monroe fires into the middle to Ryan Morneau. Morneau, a soft touch pass inside for Sonny Mazza. Tries to chip it over looking for Evans. And now Brunel will able to find Evans. And the ball's kind of covered up. And they're going to call a penalty on East Long Meadow. Nauset will have a free kick inside of their own 18.
It looked like he almost fell on the ball, so maybe a missed opportunity there for East Long Meadow.
Yeah, possible. Definitely Nauset caught a break there. Lemieux, his goal kick. And now Pichetto has to chase it down and does a great job of getting the ball back to Giroux. Just over 8 minutes remaining in the second golden goal overtime. Carana chasing down Houghton Lawless. And a ball comes back inside. And a shot from Watring. And Ben Giroux comes up with a huge save. Ryan Morneau lets the ball go over his head. Sonny Mazza and Colin Evans in a foot race. And ball pops out. And Lemieux is able to scoop it up. Watring with a huge opportunity there. And Giroux shuts him down. Watering has had all 3 goals today. He's had a hat trick, all 3 scored in the first half. Colin Evans tries to get overlapping Brunel. Can't find him. Mazza. Easy pass to Morneau. Morneau switches fields to Mike Monroe. Monroe shoulders it down. Can't quite get a clean pass to Corona, but he's able to chase it down on Farber, but it goes out of bounds off of him. Nauset throwing. Coelho. Watering. A touch pass. And Weldon takes down. Not sure what number that is. Takes down a Nauset player. So Nauset with a free kick. Far post.
Luke Mazza and Dante Bates will check into the game. It appears for Amon and Michael Monroe.
So Corona and Monroe out of the game. Placed by Bates and Luke Mazza. Giroux with the goal kick. 5:45 remaining the second overtime. Dante Bates, a nice head ball up to Sonny Mazza. Mazza able to get a touch pass out to Brunel. Brunel switches far field to Luke Mazza, but it's headed out by Coelho. Colin Evans heads it over to Mazza. Mazza back out wide to Evans. Evans across far post to Ryan Brunel, and Brunel can't get his head ball on net. And it's cleared out. Watering now. Flying up the middle. Chased down by Dante Bates from behind, and Giroux is able to scoop it up and plays it out to the feet of Mazza. Mazza gets past Farber, makes a pass towards the middle to Colin Evans. And Evans, his touch around Schiffer is stopped. And Schiffer and Dante Bates collide on the head.
Just under 5 minutes to go in this overtime.
Pinto. Contested by Mazza. Mazza wins. Luke Mazza now back to help Morneau with the ball. Touching it to himself. Goes far sideline. Ryan Brunel chasing down Davis and is able to block it. The ball goes out of bounds off of Brunel. Good job there from Brunel putting the pressure on the Nauset defense. Davis, his throw-in off of Morneau's head right to Weldon. Watering, chasing down Weldon. Schiffer heads it down to Farber. Farber pass towards the middle to Watering. Watering splits the defense and gets a shot on net. And Ben Giroux comes up with a huge save. And a Nauset player, I believe that was Pinto, trying to draw the call. Barely got touched and tried to draw the call. I mean, I don't blame him.
Ben Giroux showing his athleticism, getting to that far side post, making the play.
What a save from Ben Giroux to keep this game going. 3:29 remaining in the second overtime. Nauset throwing for Coelho. And another throw-in now for Pinto. Pinto quickly gets it to Watering. Watering sends it in the middle to Farber, and it's cleared out by Ryan Brunel, who came back to help. Now Schiffer, chased down by Evans, pulls back and creates some space. Now we have Farber flying up the side. He's got some space, sends it inside, and Brunel gets that ball out. Pinto chased back down by Mazza, and it's cleared out. Enzo Mazza with the ball now. One-on-one with Schiffer. He gets past Schiffer and makes a nice pass to the sideline towards Luke Mazza. Mazza, a through ball, looking for Sonny Mazza. And ball goes out of bounds off of Nauset. East Longmeadow throwing for Dante Bates. We have a sub coming in now for East Long Meadow. Number 1, Mike Monroe will be replacing
Enzo Mazza.
Enzo Mazza. Yeah, is coming out of the game. Throw-in from Bates right to Evans. Evans, his cross is blocked by Farber. And Evans gets a shot on net, and it just goes over the crossbar. And Lemieux will have a goal kick now. And he sends it short of midfield, a head ball off of Coelho, and Morneau sends it up to Mike Monroe. Mike Monroe using his speed, going up the sideline, and it's kicked out of bounds by Nauset. Mike Monroe doing a good job flying up that sideline using his speed. Dante Bates with the throw-in. Sends it into the middle, and it's cleared out by Houghton Loss. And they're going to say Weldon, or I believe that was Weldon, took down.
There's a lot of verbal
Nauset
dispute
player.
going on with Ben Weldon and number 18.
Schiffer, his cross goes to Pinto, and Pinto to Houghton Lawless. Farber tries to cross, and we have been in our 2-minute mark, so I no longer know the time. But we are in the second overtime. Patrick Stevens and Pinto battling it out. Stevens, Pinto, a cutback move, a shot on net, and it goes just wide of the far post. And out of bounds off of East Long Meadow, a corner kick for Nauset. And that will be Davis taking it. Excuse me, Martin. Never mind. Now we have a replacement for Martin. Farber.
Roughly a minute left in this overtime.
Farber, his cross is headed out by Colin Evans, and that'll do it for the second overtime. We are heading into shootouts. Unbelievable. Wow. East Long Meadow comes back from a 3-0 deficit beginning the second half, buries 3 goals, ties the game up 3-3. We go into the first overtime. East Long Meadow pretty much dominates that overtime offensively. Then we go into the second overtime. That one was a little bit more even. Both teams got a lot of chances. Ben Giroux came up with some huge saves. And now we are entering shootouts, penalty kicks. So it's going to be a very interesting turnout. And I'm excited, quite frankly.
I've been in a few shootout moments myself. It's a lot of pressure.
So each team will be getting 5 shots. And we will let you know who will be shooting first once the captain's meeting is over. If you're with us, I suggest you stay on. It's going to be a wild ending. East Long Meadow student section on their feet, and they have surrounded the fence. Unbelievable game for East Long Meadow. Come back. And we are going to penalty kicks. Will, I mean, what a game it has been. Great game from both teams, and East Long Meadow certainly showing their strength as a team and showing their commitment to not giving up.
You saw a couple of the players in disbelief after that first half going down 3-0, but they turned that around real quick. Right as 28 minutes in the second half hit, they were able to put up 3 goals. Now it's a tie game and we got shootouts.
So East Longmeadow getting together, Nauset as well. And now it comes down to the goalkeepers and the shooters. In goal for East Longmeadow, we have Ben Giroux. And in goal for Nauset, we have Chase Lemieux. And they will be battling it out. Both teams getting the lineups. And Nauset will be shooting first. And that will be number 5. William Schiffer will be taking the first free PK on Ben Giroux. And Ben Giroux comes up with a huge save on Schiffer.
Unbelievable save by Ben Giroux.
Wow.
Those are the type of plays that just shift the momentum within this game.
And he's been doing that throughout the second half and overtime, making those huge saves. So now the first shooter for East Longmeadow, number 6, Colin Evans. And Chase Lemieux looking to come up with the save. And Evans goes
Just
bottom
barely
left
missed it.
and misses the net just left. So far, we are going into round 2 even. And the shooter for Nauset will be number, I believe, 18. Nathan Watring against goalkeeper Ben Giroux. Watring buries it. And now East Longmeadow due up. Number 3, Sonny Maz will be taking the kick against goalkeeper Chase Lemieux. And Sonny Mazza scores!
Both teams with great shots right in the back of the net.
And we are going into round 3 even. Shooting for Nauset. I believe it's number 7. Patrick Pinto. Goalkeeper for East Longmeadow, Ben Giroux. And Giroux comes up with a huge save on Pinto. And now the third shooter for East Longmeadow, Dante Bates, number 13, against Nauset goaltender Chase Lemieux.
What a save.
Dante Bates is saved by Lemieux. 2 identical saves from Giroux and Lemieux. Unbelievable saves from both goaltenders. We are going into round 4 even again. Now we have shooting for Nauset. I believe that is number 2. James Rose.
Yep.
And goalkeeper was not set. Rose just kind of on his own time there.
It's like icing the kicker.
James Rose going against goaltender Ben Giroux. And he buries it bottom left. East Longmeadow shooter now Ryan Morneau, number 22, against Nauset goaltender Chase Lemieux. And Morneau scores!
Buried it.
We're going in to the final round. Round 5. Tied up, even. Both teams scoring in round 2 and in round 4. We are tied at 2-2 going into the 5th and final round of shootouts.
It could come down to this.
Kicking for Nauset, number 13, Samuel Coelho, against goaltender Ben Giroux. And Coelho puts it off the post.
Ding.
Wow. And Patrick Stevens to kick to win it for East Longmeadow.
I'm going to have to get this one on video.
Patrick Stevens going against Nauset goaltender Chase Lemieux.
A chance to put this one away.
And he puts it over the net. Patrick Stevens puts it over the crossbar by about a foot. And we are going into round 6. Tied up, even, 2 goals apiece. And shooting now for Nauset. I believe is, what number is that? Not sure what number that is. And he scores.
That's number 10.
Number 10, Houghton Lawless. That's Ario Houghton Lawless, and he scores. Now we have Ryan Brunel to keep this game going. If Lemieux saves this, Nauset wins. If Brunel scores, we go into another round. And Brunel scores! And we are going into round 7.
That's a big shot right there.
Huge shot from Brunel. And now we have shooting for Nauset. I believe that is number 13, or excuse me, number, oh, can't tell what number that is. I believe that's Davis.
Number 19.
Yeah, that was Davis. DeJorno Davis, and he scores.
Here comes Joe Presnell. Biggest shot of this sophomore's career.
Presnell to keep this game going. Joe Presnell against goaltender for Nauset, Chase Lemieux. If Presnell scores, we go to another round. If Lemieux comes up with the save, this game is over. And Presnell sneaks it under Lemieux. barely, and scores.
That's a young threat right there.
Joe Presnell.
What a shot. Bottom left.
And now we are going to round number 8. Shooting, I believe, is number 4 for Nauset. Grayson Farber, goaltender for East Longmeadow, Ben Giroux. And Farber goes top cheddar. A snipe on Ben Giroux. And now we have Michael Monroe, a junior. If Monroe scores, we go to round 9. If Monroe or Lemieux makes a save, this game is over. And Monroe scores! And we are going to round number 9.
This is a shootout, Brady. A shootout.
Absolutely will. Now we have shooting for Nauset, number 12, Kaylin Donovan. And in goal for the East Longmeadow, Ben Giroux. And he sends it way over the net.
It's good for 3.
And here comes Aman Karana for East Longmeadow. Unfortunate there for Donovan, putting that one over the net. Use a sand wedge instead of a 8-iron. Karana, if he scores, we win. And he scores! East Longmeadow is heading
over
to the Final Four! Oh my goodness! In 9 rounds, East Longmeadow is going to the Final Four, the boys Division II State Championship Tournament. And the fans are rushing the field. East Longmeadow wins in 9 rounds. Aman Karana putting it home, sending East Longmeadow to the Final Four. What a game. Unbelievable. East Longmeadow goes down 3-0 in the first half. At the second half, they score their first goal with 28 minutes left. And they get 2 more, one being with 6 minutes left to tie the game 3-3, sending the game into overtime. First overtime, East Longmeadow dominates offensively. Can't find it. Can't find the back of the net. Second overtime, pretty even. Ben Giroux coming up with some unbelievable saves to keep his team in it.
Talk about a comeback, huh?
And unbelievable. And then we go to shootouts. And 9 rounds of shootouts. I believe 3 to 4 of which were the sudden death. An unbelievable game. A comeback win. A memorable comeback win for East Longmeadow. Wow. And they are advancing to the Final Four of the state championship tournament. Wow. Unfortunate for Nauset High School. They played a phenomenal game. Unfortunately, they were unable to come out on top tonight. But what a game and what a performance they gave. Some phenomenal goaltending from both sides, Lemieux and Giroux. Unbelievable. And Nauset will be going home. Their season is over. But East Longmeadow will be heading to the MIAA State Tournament Final Four. What a game. Will, what is your reaction to this?
I am shocked. You know, I didn't know if they could do it. You know, going down 3 after that first half, I was questioning, you know, whether they could come back or not. But with this team, anything's possible. Anything is possible.
East Longmeadow persevered, tied it up, and won it in penalty kicks. What a game for Will DeVoy's first time commentating up here with me. And it was a good one. And that'll do it for tonight. Spartans win in penalty shootouts. What a game it has been. Signing off here at East Longmeadow High School, I'm Brady Dobeck alongside Will DeVoy. We'll see you in the Final Four. Have a great night.